Is your plate a source of strength or a hidden saboteur of your golden years? The sea offers potent gifts, but also grave warnings. Don't let ignorance steal your vitality. The final truth we uncover today could redefine your health. Watch through to the end. Your future self will thank you for this journey into wisdom. Shark peril. We often look to the vast ocean with a sense of wonder, a sense of awe at its immense power and the life it holds. It is a source, a beginning for many things. Yet within this vastness, there are currents that carry not just life, but also elements that, when accumulated, can disrupt the delicate balance within our own bodies. Consider the shark, a creature of incredible strength, an apex predator that has roamed these waters for eons. Its position at the very top of the marine food chain, while a testament to its evolutionary prowess, also means it becomes a vessel for accumulation. Over its long life, it consumes many smaller fish, and with each meal, it ingests not only sustenance, but also whatever toxins those smaller creatures carried. This process, known as biomagnification, means that substances like mercury become highly concentrated in the shark's flesh. For us, especially as we seek to nurture our bodies through our later years, introducing such concentrated levels of heavy metals is a path that diverges from the way of well-being. Mercury, as many of us understand, is a potent neurotoxin. It can cloud the mind, affect our nervous system, and diminish the clarity we strive to maintain. It is like allowing a subtle fog to creep into a clear morning sky. Why would we knowingly invite such disruption? The wisdom lies not in fearing the ocean or its creatures, but in understanding their nature and our relationship with them. Choosing to avoid shark meat is not an act of rejection, but an act of profound self-respect and discernment. It is recognizing that our bodies, these temples that carry us through life, deserve the purest offerings. There is also an ethical dimension to consider, a respect for the balance of the ecosystem. Many shark populations are under threat due to overfishing and other human activities. Consuming them further contributes to this imbalance. True health, true vitality is not just about what nourishes us physically, but also about living in harmony with the world around us. When our choices reflect a respect for nature's delicate interconnections, we cultivate a deeper sense of peace and well-being within ourselves. It is about making conscious decisions, understanding the ripple effects of our actions, both on our internal environment and the external world. The path to longevity and vibrant health is paved with such mindful choices, with an awareness that what we consume becomes a part of us, influencing not just our physical state, but our mental clarity and our spirit. Let us choose foods that uplift and purify, rather than those that burden and obscure. This is the way of wisdom, the way of nurturing life in its fullest expression. The ocean offers many gifts. We must learn to select them with care and understanding, guided by a desire for true nourishment. Tilefish trap. There are other inhabitants of the deep, perhaps less formidable in appearance than the shark, but which carry similar warnings for those of us who prioritize our health, especially as we navigate the rich tapestry of our later years. One such creature is the tilefish. Often found in deeper waters along the continental shelf, this fish, like the shark, can accumulate significant levels of mercury. The reasons are much the same: its longevity and its position in the food chain. It may not be an apex predator in the same dramatic sense, but over its lifespan, it too ingests smaller organisms, and with them, the mercury that has settled from the atmosphere into the ocean's embrace, working its way up through the various levels of marine life. This steady accumulation means that when we consume tilefish, we are potentially exposing ourselves to levels of mercury that can challenge our body's natural detoxification pathways, and, more importantly, impact our neurological health. As we age, our bodies sometimes become more sensitive to such environmental toxins. The resilience we might have had in our youth can diminish, and the effects of these substances can become more pronounced. Brain fog, memory issues, a general lack of vitality. These are things we actively seek to avoid, to push back against. Yet, consuming high mercury fish like tilefish, can inadvertently invite these very states into our lives. It is like tending a beautiful garden, nurturing the soil, carefully selecting the seeds, and then unknowingly introducing a pest that can undermine all your efforts. Our health is that garden. It requires constant, mindful cultivation. The choice to avoid tilefish is therefore a protective one. It is an act of vigilance, of guarding the clarity and function of our minds and bodies. We seek sustenance that empowers, that builds, that clarifies. We do not seek foods that introduce elements of doubt or potential harm. The ocean's bounty is vast, and there are so many other choices that align far better with our goals of longevity and vibrant well-being. It is about steering our vessel, our body, through calm and clear waters, rather than navigating through areas known for hidden reefs or treacherous currents. This discernment is a skill, one that is honed through knowledge and a deep intuitive listening to what truly serves our highest good. Think of the energy required by the body to process and eliminate such toxins. This is energy that could otherwise be used for regeneration, for healing, for maintaining the joyful spark of life. Why divert this precious resource towards combating avoidable burdens? Let us instead choose foods that contribute to our energy, that enhance our clarity, and that support the intricate, beautiful systems that keep us thriving. This is not about restriction for restriction's sake. It is about making empowered choices that open the door to greater health and a more profound enjoyment of the life we have been given. Farmed concerns. Now, let us turn our attention from the wild depths to waters that are often more managed, more controlled by human hands, the waters of aquaculture, specifically concerning farmed shrimp. Shrimp is a widely consumed seafood, enjoyed for its taste and versatility. However, the conditions under which much of the imported farmed shrimp is raised can present significant concerns for those of us dedicated to maintaining optimal health, particularly as we age. In many large-scale shrimp farming operations, especially in some parts of the world from which a great deal of shrimp is imported, the ponds can be overcrowded. Such density creates an environment where disease can spread rapidly. To combat this and to promote faster growth, a range of substances may be used, including antibiotics, pesticides, and other chemicals. Residues of these substances can, and often do, remain in the shrimp that eventually reaches our tables. When we consume such shrimp, we are unknowingly ingesting these compounds. Antibiotics, for instance, when consumed regularly, even in small amounts through our food, can contribute to the growing problem of antibiotic resistance, making it harder for our bodies to fight off infections when we genuinely need medical treatment. Furthermore, the use of certain chemicals and pesticides raises concerns about their long-term effects on our health, potentially acting as endocrine disruptors or carcinogens. The very essence of mindful eating is to know what we are putting into our bodies, to understand its origin and its journey to our plate. With much of the mass-produced farmed shrimp, this transparency is often lacking. The feed used can also be of questionable quality, sometimes containing contaminants that further compromise the health of the shrimp and consequently our own. It is a chain of events where practices designed for high-yield production can inadvertently lead to a product that is less than ideal for conscious consumption. This is not to say all farmed seafood is problematic, but it highlights the need for careful sourcing and awareness. When we are aiming for purity, for clean energy, for a body that functions with ease and clarity, introducing a regular intake of potential contaminants works directly against these goals. It is like trying to build a strong, sturdy house with materials that are inherently weakened or compromised. The foundation of our health relies on the quality of the materials we provide. There are alternatives, such as wild-caught shrimp from clean waters or farmed shrimp from operations that adhere to strict, transparent, and sustainable practices. These choices may require more diligence to find, perhaps a little more investment, but what is more valuable than our health, our vitality, especially in these precious years? Let us choose with wisdom, seeking out sources that align with our desire for purity and well-being, ensuring that what we eat truly nourishes and supports us on our journey. Mercury Kings. Continuing our exploration of seafood to approach with caution, we encounter another regal name from the ocean's depths, the king mackerel. Like its counterparts, the shark and tilefish, king mackerel is a larger predatory fish that sits higher up the marine food chain. And as we have discussed, this position often leads to a higher accumulation of mercury. While mackerel in general can be a beneficial fish, the king variety specifically warrants a more cautious approach due to these elevated mercury levels. It's a subtle distinction, but an important one for those of us who are meticulously curating our diet for long-term health and cognitive function. The mercury content in king mackerel can be substantial enough to pose a risk, especially with regular consumption. As we've established, mercury is a neurotoxin that can impair brain function, affect the nervous system, and generally detract from the state of vibrant health we are striving to cultivate and maintain. It's like navigating a path with many beautiful vistas, but also with some hidden pitfalls. King mackerel, for all its nutritional offerings, carries this particular pitfall. In our journey through life, especially as we gather more years, our focus shifts towards preserving and enhancing our faculties, our clarity of thought, our physical resilience. Introducing substances that can actively work against these aims is counterproductive. It's about making informed choices, understanding that not all creatures from the sea offer the same benefits or carry the same risks. The ocean is diverse, and our approach to its bounty must also be diverse and discerning. The wisdom here lies in recognizing that more or bigger is not always better. A large, impressive fish like the king mackerel might seem like a substantial meal, but its size and predatory nature are precisely what contribute to its higher mercury load. Instead, we can look to other, smaller members of the mackerel family or other fish altogether that provide excellent nutritional value without the accompanying risk of high mercury exposure. This is the art of mindful eating, weighing the benefits against the potential drawbacks and choosing the path that leads to greater vitality and peace of mind. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent systems, constantly working to maintain balance. However, repeatedly exposing them to high levels of toxins can overwhelm these natural systems, leading to a gradual decline in function or the emergence of health challenges. By choosing to avoid or strictly limit king mackerel, we are actively supporting our body's innate wisdom, reducing its burden, and allowing it to direct its energies towards healing, regeneration, and the joyful experience of living. Let this be a guiding principle. Select foods that are clean, pure, and life-enhancing, steering clear of those that carry known risks, however appealing they might otherwise seem. Pure vitality. Now let us turn our gaze towards the ocean's offerings that truly align with our quest for enduring health and vitality. First among these treasures is wild salmon, particularly varieties like sockeye or coho, caught in their natural, pristine environments. This fish is a veritable powerhouse of nutrients, a true gift from the waters that can profoundly support our well-being as we age. What makes wild salmon so special? Foremost are its rich reserves of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These are not just fats, they are essential building blocks for our brain, our nervous system, and our cellular health. They play a crucial role in reducing inflammation throughout the body, which is a key factor in many age-related conditions. Think of these omega-3s as a soothing balm for our internal systems, promoting flexibility in our joints, clarity in our minds, and health in our hearts. Consuming wild salmon regularly can contribute to improved cognitive function, protecting our precious memories and mental acuity. It supports cardiovascular health by helping to maintain healthy blood pressure and cholesterol levels. It even nourishes our skin, helping it to retain its suppleness. Beyond the omega-3s, wild salmon is an excellent source of high-quality protein, essential for maintaining muscle mass and strength, which becomes increasingly important as we grow older. It provides a spectrum of B vitamins, crucial for energy production and nerve function. And it contains astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that gives salmon its beautiful pinkish red hue. Astaxanthin helps protect our cells from oxidative stress, another contributor to the aging process. The key here is wild. wild salmon live and feed as nature intended, consuming a natural diet of smaller fish and crustaceans in clean, cold waters. This results in a fish that is not only richer in beneficial nutrients, but also significantly lower in contaminants like PCBs or antibiotics that can sometimes be found in farmed varieties. Choosing wild salmon is an investment in purity, an affirmation of our desire to consume food that is as close to its natural state as possible. It is about understanding that the quality of our food directly translates into the quality of our health and energy. When we sit down to a meal featuring wild salmon, we are not just eating, we are partaking in a form of deep nourishment, providing our bodies with the precise elements they need to thrive, to repair, and to maintain their vibrant function. It is a mindful act, a conscious choice to embrace the life-giving properties of nature and to build a foundation of health that will support us for many years to come, allowing us to engage with life fully, with energy and a clear mind. Small wonders. Let us now consider a humbler yet no less powerful offering from the sea, the small, unassuming sardine. These tiny fish, often overlooked, are true nutritional giants, packing an incredible array of benefits into their small frames, making them an exceptional choice for those of us seeking to optimize our health in our later years. One of the most significant advantages of sardines is their rich omega-3 fatty acid content, similar to their larger cousin, salmon. These essential fats are vital for brain health, heart health, and reducing inflammation. Because sardines are small and sit low on the food chain, feeding primarily on plankton, they do not accumulate high levels of mercury or other environmental toxins to the same extent as larger predatory fish. This makes them a very safe and clean source of these precious omega-3s. But the benefits of sardines extend far beyond just healthy fats. They are an outstanding source of vitamin D, a nutrient that many people are deficient in, yet which is crucial for bone health, immune function, and mood regulation. As we age, maintaining strong bones becomes paramount to prevent fractures and maintain mobility, and vitamin D, in conjunction with calcium, plays a key role. And speaking of calcium, sardines, especially when consumed with their tiny edible bones, are an excellent source of this mineral. This is whole food nutrition at its best, providing nutrients in a naturally balanced and bioavailable form. Furthermore, sardines are packed with high-quality protein, essential for muscle maintenance and repair. They provide B12, vital for nerve function and the formation of red blood cells, preventing a type of anemia that can lead to fatigue and weakness. They also offer selenium, an important antioxidant mineral that protects cells from damage. The beauty of sardines lies in their simplicity and their profound nutritional density. They are often canned, making them an affordable and convenient option to have on hand. Look for those packed in olive oil or water, rather than soybean or other less desirable oils. Choosing to incorporate sardines into our diet is an act of recognizing that true value often comes in modest packages. It is about looking beyond the superficial and understanding the deep, intrinsic worth of what we consume. These small fish are a testament to nature's efficiency, concentrating so much goodness into such a compact form. By embracing them, we are providing our bodies with a clean, potent source of the building blocks needed for sustained energy, mental clarity, strong bones, and a resilient immune system. It's a simple change, perhaps, but one that can yield significant rewards for our long-term health and our ability to live life with vigor and joy. Coastal gifts. From the deeper waters, we now turn our attention to the coastal margins, to the places where land and sea intermingle, and here we find another treasure for our well-being: mussels. These bivalve mollusks, often found clinging to rocks or cultivated on ropes in clean coastal waters, are a wonderfully sustainable and nutrient-rich seafood choice, especially beneficial as we seek to nourish ourselves wisely through our mature years. Mussels offer a unique nutritional profile that supports various aspects of our health. They are an excellent source of lean protein, which, as we know, is vital for maintaining muscle strength and overall bodily function. But beyond protein, mussels are packed with a remarkable array of vitamins and minerals. One of the standout nutrients in mussels is vitamin B12. They are one of the richest natural sources of this essential vitamin, which is crucial for nerve health, DNA synthesis, and the formation of red blood cells. Adequate B12 intake helps to combat fatigue and maintain cognitive sharpness, aspects of health we deeply value. Mussels are also a fantastic source of iron, specifically heme iron, which is more readily absorbed by the body than non-heme iron found in plants. Iron is essential for carrying oxygen in the blood, and sufficient levels prevent iron deficiency anemia, which can lead to tiredness and weakness. For those looking to support their energy levels naturally, mussels are an excellent food. They also provide significant amounts of selenium, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect cells from damage, and manganese, involved in bone health and metabolism. And yes, mussels also contain omega-3 fatty acids, contributing to their anti-inflammatory and heart protective properties, though perhaps not in the same high concentrations as fatty fish like salmon or sardines. What makes mussels particularly appealing is their sustainability. Farmed mussels, when grown responsibly, have a very low environmental impact. They are filter feeders, meaning they actually help to clean the water they grow in, requiring no external feed. This makes them an environmentally conscious choice, aligning our dietary habits with a respect for the planet's ecosystems. Consuming mussels is like drawing nourishment directly from the vitality of the clean coastal currents. They are relatively low in calories, yet high in these essential nutrients, making them a very efficient food for delivering a broad spectrum of health benefits. Preparing them is often simple, and their unique, slightly sweet flavor is a delight. By incorporating mussels into our diet, we are choosing a food that is both deeply nourishing for our bodies and gentle on the earth. It is a harmonious choice, reflecting a balanced approach to health that considers not only our internal well-being, but also our connection to the world around us. These coastal gifts offer us a pathway to sustained vitality, supporting our energy, our minds, and our overall resilience. Lean strength. Finally, let us consider a fish that offers lean, clean protein and a host of other benefits without the burden of high contaminant levels. Cod. This white fish, found in the cold, deep waters of the Atlantic and Pacific, has long been a staple in many healthy diets, and for good reason. It's a particularly excellent choice for those of us focused on maintaining strength, energy, and overall wellness as we age. Cod is prized for its high-quality, easily digestible protein content. Protein is fundamental for repairing tissues, building and maintaining muscle mass, supporting immune function, and producing enzymes and hormones. As we get older, ensuring an adequate intake of lean protein is crucial for preserving our physical capabilities and preventing age-related muscle loss, a condition known as sarcopenia. Cod provides this essential macronutrient without a high amount of fat, particularly saturated fat, making it a heart-healthy option. While it's not an oily fish like salmon or sardines, and therefore not as high in omega-3s, cod still contains these beneficial fatty acids, just in smaller amounts. Every bit contributes to our overall intake and helps to manage inflammation. What makes cod particularly appealing, besides its lean protein, is its low mercury content. Being a non-predatory fish that doesn't live as long as some of the larger species, it doesn't accumulate mercury to the same extent. This makes it a safe and reliable choice for regular consumption, allowing us to reap its benefits without the concerns associated with high mercury fish. Cod is also a good source of several important vitamins and minerals. It provides B vitamins, including B12 and niacin, B3, which are vital for energy metabolism, converting the food we eat into usable fuel for our bodies. These vitamins also play a role in maintaining a healthy nervous system and promoting good cognitive function. Furthermore, cod is a source of phosphorus, which works alongside calcium for strong bones and teeth, and selenium, an important antioxidant that helps protect our cells from oxidative stress and supports thyroid function. The versatility of cod in cooking is another advantage. Its mild flavor and flaky texture lend themselves well to various preparation methods, from baking and broiling to steaming. This makes it easy to incorporate into a diverse and enjoyable meal plan. Choosing cod is an act of prioritizing clean, efficient nourishment. It's about providing our bodies with the fundamental building blocks they need for strength and vitality, without adding unnecessary burdens. It represents a sensible, balanced approach to seafood consumption, ensuring we get the protein and nutrients we require in a pure and beneficial form. By making such mindful selections, we support our body's inherent capacity for health and longevity, empowering ourselves to live with vigor and clarity through all our years. The journey through the ocean's offerings reveals a profound truth. Discernment is key. Our choices, especially concerning what we welcome into our bodies, echo through our vitality, our clarity, and the peaceful rhythm of our lives. The sea holds both potent medicine and hidden challenges. By embracing wisdom, by choosing foods that resonate with purity and life force, and by turning away from those that carry unseen burdens, we actively sculpt a future rich in health and serene strength. This path of mindful nourishment is not one of deprivation, but of joyful alignment with our deepest well-being. This was incredibly insightful. I've been trying to make better seafood choices as I get older, and this really clarified which ones to embrace and which to avoid. I had no idea about farmed shrimp in such detail. Time to stock up on sardines and wild salmon. What's everyone's favorite way to prepare wild salmon for maximum health benefits?